Hi, this is Stephanie Courtney at The Learning Project. Welcome to our podcast. I would like to introduce you to our segment called Art and Teaching Diversity. Join us today to speak with an amazing wellness coach and author. Donell is inspiring everyone with her great literature. Let's learn more in this podcast. Let's go.
I was able to see how different ways of eating and different, work for different people. And they really emphasize that one person's medicine might be not someone else's medicine. So we are uniquely different. To think that we can all eat the same is kind of crazy to me, because we have different needs. We have different dietary needs, where depending on where we live, what our stress levels are. If we're, going through like different times in our lives, if you're about, you have different needs at different times, depending on your environment, physical environment, emotional environment, all of that. Yeah. And so what we have to look at is really utilizing food as medicine, and how is it going to impact us physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally.
What are some things that maybe people can do in their classroom or eat to help, restore a lot of that energy and, really bring some healing to their body so that they can really educate and teach and just connect with those kids in such a genuine and healthy way?
Well, there's a few different things you could do. I would say for one, probably, setting an intention. Now, that could be meditation time for yourself. That could be breath work for yourself. I was also teaching kids yoga when I was doing the readings. Right. And we would do some breathing, and we would do some different mantras, with our fingers and stuff like that. And that in itself is something that can reset. So even if you're feeling exhausted and you're feeling drained, giving yourself that time to reset and to be present doesn't cost any money. It's just time and intention. So that's something that they could either do before class or with their class. I would say, it's just, there's a lot of different components of what's running through my mind right now, I think that I really want to stress, like more than ever right now, that it's important that we have grace with one another. That's a message that I just really want to give. Because it's that grace that will, bring us together and essentially help heal our, humanity. And so we know that we set an example for our children. And so this is like a time to really set that example, that positive example for them. And what people don't get is this applies to everything. So when people don't understand that their children are struggling with food, it's like, well, how your parents ate is going to reflect on how you eat, and how you eat is going to reflect on how your children eat and what their relationship to food. So that applies to everything. So if there's a lot of, historical trauma, intergenerational trauma, that continues to get passed down too. So we really are we set the example for those future generations. And I want to point out to also have grace for ourselves. So important as well with each other. Yeah. I think that's so important right now, is to have grace. Everybody wants to feel seen and heard. And so being able to hold space for one another, I think is really important.